Yo, 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 what's going on at the fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one. And we ready to talk this boxing live. Come on, peoples, come on in here. Got some things to talk about, man. Few things to talk about. Got a lot on my mind. The gang get. I don't know if Floyd that would come. Yeah, yeah. What's going on, family? What y'all plan on, man? Hit too hard. We gonna let the family come on in, see what the family at, my friends. Got some things to talk about. I know y'all been seeing this Mayweather rumors been going around. Let's see how true it is, man. You never know with Mayweather these days, bro. Mayweather next fight might be Kobe Bryant or some damn body. Mayweather first, Akeem Abdul-Jabbar. Uh-oh, family starting to come in. We got four who in the building. The family starting to come in. The family starting to come in. Talk that truth boxing. What's going down, my brother? Down, 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 my brother. Do you want in, my brother? You there? Cause I got a little few things to get off my chesty chest. You know, cause we blessed, we blessed. But I need people opinions, man. And who opinions better than the Money Brown Mafia, man? You did. But yeah, man. We hearing these Mayweather rumors about him coming back for two fights, two mega fights. Uh, I don't know to believe it or not, bro. I don't know to believe it or not. I feel seeing that invite, bro. You know, I really don't know to believe it or not. Drip too hard. A minute, my peoples. You know, we gonna get it started. We'll get it started. But I got one viewer, two views, three views, none. Money like to kick the truth for my sons. Man, Money Mafia must be a wizard today. Who in the building, man? Who in the building? I know only my bro. No, Jay ain't the only one in the building. We got four views in this thing. We got four views in this thing. Can y'all hit that thumbs up for me, please? You know, whether y'all jump in or jump out, can y'all please hit that thumbs up, please, for your brother, for your brother. Yeah, yeah. And I didn't fucking watch the Pacquiao Broner episode yet, which I got to get on. Much love to Pittsburgh, bro. Still proving what's going down with your family. Much love to the Pits, man. Thank Pittsburgh for fucking Aaron Donald, my brother. You know, thank you, Pittsburgh, for Aaron Donald, bro. Much love for Pittsburgh. Got 99 problems, but the chick ain't one. Come on. But yeah, man, let's get into it, y'all. You know, I put Devin Haney, you know, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, and Ryan Garcia. I want to talk about these four dudes for a minute, you know. Then I'm getting to the Pack and Broner. You know, then I'm getting to the Robert Garcia believes now that Mikey Garcia can win. You know, because at first, him and the Big G wanted no parts of Earl Spence. You know, not saying that they was afraid, but they knew that it was a difficult fight, and it still is a difficult fight, and it still is a scary fight. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how much weight you put on. Doesn't matter you come in looking like Kangaroo Jack. You know, but one thing Money Brown do is I always I respect every fighter in this boxing game because nothing is easy, yo. Nothing is easy at all. You know, but let's start with Devin Haney. We know Devin Haney got a fight coming up on Friday. If I'm not mistaken, that's the 11th. You know, January the 11th. You know what I mean? And he one hell of a fighter, man. You know, Devin Haney is a hell of a fighter. I salute Devin Haney. I support Devin Haney. You know, and I think Devin Haney is the goods. You know what I mean? I bring up this situation because, you know, my guy Greg Hackett. Shouts out to Greg Hackett. You know, he believed Devin Haney and his team is a hype job. You know, the kid is nothing but 20 years of age. You know, and he said he a hype job. He said they'll never fight no one with a beating heart in a long time. You know, and now Haney for to take on this 25-0 fighter, you know, and Dongani. 25-0 with 13 knockouts. You know what I mean? Boy can punch, undefeated, and he looked like he's a hell of a fighter. From South Africa, man. From South Africa, and a lot of people not liking this fight. But once you 20 years of age, man, 20 years of age, and you taking on undefeated fighters older than you know what I mean, by a landslide. This man 28 years old. Devin Haney only 20 years old. You got to commend him on that. You got to commend Devin Haney and his team because it's not only just rushing to try to get a belt. You don't just rush to try to get a belt. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the skills in the world, but if you ain't got the experience and you ain't got the knowledge and the patience to learn, it don't mean nothing, man. It means absolutely nothing. And we can look at, and there's no knock on him. No knock on him at all because I am a fan of Erickson Lubin. But we can look at Erickson Lubin, all the skills in the world. But Lubin didn't have the experience on his side. And he went up against Jamel Cholo and he got knocked out in the first round. And people can say it was just a lucky punch or however you want to call it, what you want to call it. But the facts remains. He got knocked out in the first round. So I feel like I like the process that this kid going through. They're not rushing nothing. Hyphy, what's going on, my brother? They're not rushing nothing. You know what I'm saying? They letting it come as it come. They don't have a promoter. You know what I mean? They don't have a promoter. Devin Haney is his own boss. At 20 years old, he has his own promotional company, and they dealing with Al Heyman. Haney can step up on a consistent basis because he's improving. A lot of boxers just rack up wins but don't improve. Then they get exposed at the championship level. Big fact type, and that's my whole point that I'm making. You know what I mean? Yes, you can see somebody with all the skills in the world, and just because he talks and he's getting experience from sparring Floyd Mayweather, Shakur Stevenson, Sean Porter, and the list goes on, and he's doing good with them, but still don't compare to a real fight. You know what I mean? Especially he's in 10 rounders now. So I feel like it's going to be a hell of a fight that he got coming up. I really don't know too much about the African guy, but like I say, he's undefeated. He's undefeated and he can crack. So let's not knock that. Let's not knock that. You got to support that and you got to respect it. And Devin Haney is taking him on, man. He's taking him on. And we know Devin Haney got all the skills in the world. And like I said, this man is 28 years old and Devin Haney is 20. So it's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone. He just got through fighting. Who did Devin Haney just get through fight? I know that won his last fight. Juan Carlos Burgos, Juan Carlos Burgos, who is a tough opponent, 33-2. Never been knocked out. Mikey Garcia didn't even knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Then he got Mason Minoid after that. So he's climbing the ladder the right way that he should climb his ladder. He shouldn't rush things at all, bro. You shouldn't rush things, especially when you're young, like 20 years of age. You know what I'm saying? When you're 20 years of age, you don't have to rush, especially when you're in the professional rankings. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is no game, man. It's no game. It's not that you can just jump into this boxing game and just because you got skills or feel like you this, that, and the third, and you're going to be champion overnight. No, sir. It don't work that way. It don't work that way at all. You got to respect this boxing game, and Devin Haney is respecting it the right way. He going about his business the right way. You know what I'm saying? And once you got somebody like that that's doing all the things the right way, you continue to do it that way. It's no rush. It's no rush. He said he wanted my bro, Robert Easter Jr. We don't know if he was ready for that fight or not. Would he gave a hell of a fight? Hell yeah. But we don't know what would have happened in that fight. So the thing is this, I respect them. Even after Robert Easter lost, they didn't dog him, nothing like that, but they didn't try to chase him down either. You know what I mean? They didn't try to chase him down. So, like, you're in the right division, man, to move the right way, and them titles will be, you know what I'm saying, let go because who got him? Javante Davis. Wait a minute. Let me hold on. Wait 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. because I do believe Haney is a lightweight. Yeah, 135. So Javante is under him. Excuse me for that. But Lomachenko, Mikey, and who else? Hmm. Sorry for messing up on this, but I know Lomachenko. I know Mikey still got his title if I'm not mistaken. Oh, is it just Lomachenko and Mikey? Oh my, hold on. Y'all know I gotta get it together now. Gotta get it together. First video of the day. But yeah, like no rush for Devin Haney though, man. My boy Greg Hacker, I respect him to death, man. Philly native, Philly mother native. Great dude, great guy, respect him. Yeah, Mikey Garcia and just Lomachenko. The IBF is vacant. You see what I mean? The IBF is vacant. So you might have a shot at the IBF because you're doing things the right way. The right way. He's not rushing nothing. He's not rushing nothing. Jay, where you at, bro? I sent you that invite. No, let me send my boy this invite again. I might have to bag out and redo this. Ah, that hurt it. But salute to Devin Haney, man. Salute to Devin Haney. I respect Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney. Big fan of Devin Haney, and I do believe Devin Haney will be world champion in the future. I do believe that because I do believe. I don't think Loma is going anywhere too soon. But whoever get their hands on that IBF, um, you know, might be able to swindle past him. And I don't mean swindle like not trying to go against him, but the IBF be having their own situations going on. I do feel like my YouTube channel is tripping at the moment. I just sent it, Jay. Marcus Davis, what's going down, bro? I always do, man. The African fight is tough as nails, bro. Tough as nails. And I got the privilege, to have a Namibian coach and Dangu coach, in my pocket, you know what I mean? Good dude, man. AC Moses. His brother Paulus Moses fought Ray Beltrain and he ended up losing. He got an IBO champion right now for the fight for WBC silver. And he got Lucas. You know, um, shit, I forgot his first name, and I'm sorry about that. But he is in the WBO, and he possibly been seeking a fight with Oscar Valdez, but Oscar Valdez went away from him. You know, I'm
Yo, can you hear me?
on them. Good African dude. Jay, was going down, my brother.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Chilling like a villain, man. Can't complain about nothing. Just
Yes,
talking
sir.
about Devin Haney and Lopez and Stevenson and Garcia. But maybe I should have titled this thing a little different. But it's
Yeah.
gonna be what it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Your thoughts on Devin Haney and his fight coming up on Friday, Jay?
Uh, that's Devin Haney fighting Friday, correct?
Yep.
Uh, I mean, I don't really know much about this guy that he's about to fight. I don't even know the dude's name, to tell you the truth. I forgot the guy's name. Um, what's his name?
The guy name is it's a tough name, man. He from Africa. Like this is my first time seeing my guy. It looked like
It
it's
is it his
Exilinia,
first time in America?
and Dogany and Doggini and Donggini. I'm sorry, man, for butchering your name, but the guy is enrolled in the Vatican boxing program. The guy is 25 and 0 with 13 knockouts, and he's a young African that's 28 years old.
First time in America?
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah. See, I gotta go look at his box rec, man. I'm starting to get into the business of looking up who you done fought, you know? Just not so much to see if you got any names on it, but just to see like how many rounds you done been. You know what I'm saying? Like how many rounds you done put in the because I think more so at the level that these guys are at, I don't think level of opposition is greatly important, but I think
I mean, this guy
number
been
of
fighting
rounds in the
12
ring.
rounders and 10 rounders. He just been getting the knockouts.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
well, he might present a. And what's this fight supposed to be? 10?
I
This fight's supposed to be 10?
think it is a 10 rounder. Let me see. Yep, a 10 rounder.
Yeah. So, I mean, if the
Yep,
and
a 10
you
rounder,
said this
bro.
guy been in a lot of 10 and 12 rounders. He just been getting knockouts.
Say it again.
What'd you just say about the African guy? He done been in 12 and 10 round fights.
Yeah, he been in 10 rounders and 12 rounders. He just been stalking his people though. Yep.
Okay.
I
Late
mean,
stoppages.
this fight look like it's setting up for a contender. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm looking at right here. Like this fight look like it's setting up for a contender. We know the IBF is vacant. You know, I need to go see where do he's standing at IBF ranking. You know,
Who's sanctioning the fight? Like, who do you know? Sanctioning?
you say what
If I'm
now?
not mistaken, I think Devin Haney got a little NABL belt or something like that.
Yeah,
Something a little small like that. So he might be working his way up for that IBF that's vacant.
yeah. Devin Haney got his own promotional company, so I wanna
But I mean, like I said, I don't know how these two gonna match up for real. I'm honestly kind of interested to see just because, just to see, like I said, another step in the, so seeing like where Devin Haney gonna be at.
I can't hear you, Jay. You kind of cracking.
Like, hold on, my hand.
Says her Devin Haney is number 10 in the IBF ranking. Richard Kwame, not right. Devin Haney is 10 in WBC, 8 in
All
the
right, can you
WBA,
hear me now?
number 10 in IBF.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
All right, bro.
He's not ranking WBO at all.
But you know, WBO, man, Bob Aaron be having his people up there locked in that WBO, so you ain't really worried about him getting up there. Because all he got to do is go and get himself a belt. You know what I'm saying? And what he at, 135?
Yep.
Yeah. So WBO at 135 is who? Lomachenko, I believe it is. So I don't think you want him ranked there, no way. That might be a
Yeah.
good thing that he ain't
You
ranked
still
there.
sound like, is your phone turned all the way up, Jay?
Yeah. I know this is my first time doing this podcast on the iPhone. So
Yeah, but Devin Haney, he's top 10 in three of the sanctions. WBO, he's not ranked. So I just feel like this, man. I feel like Devin Haney is the real deal. I don't think he need to rush nothing. But if an opportunity come towards his way, I think he will take it because they've been looking for something nice and big. But I think after this fight, it set him up a contender fight, and I think after that contender fight, it might lead him to a championship fight, something like that. Especially how he looked
but
on Friday.
my thing is when I look at 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4 of them that's sitting there. It's him, Teofimo Lopez, Brian Garcia. Is it one more? No, it's just them 3 because I think Shakir at 126. So when I look at those 3, it's interesting to me because
Jay, you so damn low, bro. Turn that fan on low, bro. Yeah, you sound so low.
Oh, dude, I don't know why. My shit like all the way up, volume wise.
Huh?
I said my shit all the way up, volume wise.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I turn this fan down. See if it.
But yeah, I don't really.
Damn.
I wonder why. Can you hear me now? Is it clear?
Yeah, go ahead. Not off, man. Damn.
I don't necessarily know how all these guys like get a path to a title shot. You know what I mean? Unless you're gonna put them in there with killers like Mikey Garcia. Unless the unfortunate thing happened and Mikey Garcia somehow, some way, pull off the upset of Errol Spence and he decide to stay at 47, but I doubt that happens, and that'll open up another belt. But it just, like, looking at the pathway at 135, it just seems kind of hard to see how all these guys coming up can get themselves a title shot, you know what I'm saying, without fighting each other. And generally, I guess the rule in boxing, you don't want to put your top prospects in with other top prospects, but I think at 135, we may see a situation in which that may have to happen for these guys to get a fair shake at a title shot. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Usually when I watch these 3, since they're in the same weight class particularly, I usually kind of watch them to see how they match up with each other in potential fights. And I got to be honest, man, I'm kind of split on all of them. Honestly, I tend with my eyes, I think my eyes tell me Teofimo Lopez is probably the best of the 3. I have to watch a little bit more, but I think my eyes tell me Teofimo is probably the better of all 3 of them. But it could be that triangle effect, because I actually think Devin Haney can beat Teofimo Lopez. I think Teofimo will mess around and beat Ryan Garcia, but I think Ryan Garcia could beat Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So, like, it could be that type of thing.
Wait a minute, so you leaving Shakur Stevens out the picture?
Well, he's in a different weight class than them, though. I'm talking about those 3 because they fight at the same weight class.
Oh, you talking about at 135? Okay, I got you.
So, and like I said, like we established, it's only one vacant belt at 135. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to like I said, the pathway to a championship for all 3 of these guys is going to be kind of hard unless Mikey decides to vacate his belt after whatever happens on March 16th. Whether he wins, whether he feel like he can go up to 47 and beat somebody else, or whatever happens there, I think that's going to be a big determining factor, and what goes on with these guys trying to get a title shot. Because if not, they're going to have to start fighting each other to try to get at those shots. Or try to go through Lomachenko, which we all know ain't none of these boys ready for somebody like Lomachenko. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's why I say you got to let keep on building, man. Let them keep building and see what come out. The IBF is vacant at the moment. I don't feel like if Lomachenko become undisputed, I don't think he's going to hold on to all those titles. I don't think nobody want to be paying for sanctioned bodies out their checks every time they fight. Even
That's
though I
true.
know, even though I know sometimes you can fight for the IB. I mean, you can fight for the WBC. You can fight for this, that, and the third. Then like I say, the IBF they want the fights that they want when they want it.
Right.
So sometimes you got to watch out for that situation as well. So, um, I'm talking on these fighters because they is the future of boxing. I feel like
Yeah.
they all got something special in their own unique way. I think Devin Haney got skills. I think Teofimo Lopez bring excitement.
Yeah.
You know, Ryan Garcia bring knockouts, and I think Shakur Stevens is just the full package. You know what I mean? I think he the
I
full
do.
package.
I agree. I
I
agree.
think he
I
the
truly do.
most all around. But and let me not leave out Michael Collins too, man. I'm a fan of Michael Collins, and I don't want to leave out Michael Collins either. So it's a lot of boxing in good hands, man. Lil
Oh,
B Hop.
absolutely.
I picked these few for a reason, and like I said, the reason why I touched on this because of Greg Hackett post on Facebook. Greg think that Devin Haney somehow, don't want no smoke with nobody with a beating heart. That's his words. He say Devin Haney don't want no smoke with nobody with a beating heart, which I don't
What he
agree with.
mean? Wait. What did he mean? Like you
Meaning
don't want
like
somebody to be
somebody
like
that's going to
scared
fight
or
back,
something?
man. Somebody that's a live dog. You know what I'm saying in the fight. So he's saying he's just taking fights. It's a hype train, and he say he do like the kid. He like what they doing, but they go stay away from real fights right now. Which I don't think I don't
Okay.
think it's that they stand away from real fights. I think it's that they trust it and they process. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the kid only 20 years old, so to be where he at right now at 20 with all the excitement that he got going on that he made for himself. Let's not forget Devin Haney made
Right.
his own buzz with Devin Haney TV, showing his sporns and his fight.
Correct.
I followed this kid for a while, so it's not like anything was given to him. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was given
Right.
to him. He earned all these. Everything he got, he earned it, bro. So I don't knock no man buzz and I don't take no man credit from them, But I do believe Devin Haney will fight anybody at 135 pounds. But he a young pup, you know what I'm saying? He a young pup. Now, I will
Right.
agree, he has made himself a contender. Now, Devin Haney has made himself a contender. He fought contenders that lost for championship belts, and he did great with them. Matter of fact, he did excellent with them. So
See,
I
I just
think because they see that Teofimo Lopez got her and knock out Mason Manoy, and I think they take away from Devin Haney outboxing him. My whole thing is if you look good against a fighter, you look good against a fighter. Whether you knock him out or you
he stopped
outbox him.
Mason Menard as well.
Yeah, he stopped him. Yeah, he stopped him where the corner stopped it. Mason Manoy wanted
Yeah,
to
he
keep going,
stopped him. Yeah.
but he stopped him. Let me not take nothing from him. He stopped him. Yep. But Teofimo Lopez knocks his ass out. So
First
they'll look at
round,
that
yeah.
and say, "Oh, Teofimo knocked him out early," and Devin did this. But two different styles. You know what I mean? Two different styles.
Correct. Correct. That's exactly right. Correct. Because
What I am big.
the question I think you gotta ask is like when you talk about those two is could Teofimo Lopez land that same type of shot on Devin Haney if they were in the ring together? You know what I mean? So I don't know. We just gotta look and see. Like I said, I would love to see two out of these three fight each other. Preferably, me personally, I would love to see Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. I think that would be a great, great fight. I think any of them would be a great fight, but that would be the fight that I would want the most of those three. Is Devin Haney,
I don't want to see. I
Ryan
don't want to see
Garcia.
none of them kids fight each other yet. I want all them kids to keep building and get themselves where they need to be to get the right, the right publicity, and you know what I mean. So when the fight come, we know that they've been through the ringer and that they got the right experience and that it's the right time for the fight. I don't want to see them fight. Like,
Right.
don't get me wrong, if they get into that ring and fight each other early, hell yeah, I'd be excited to see it. But I don't want it right now. I don't because I know this is not the best of either of them. Now, credit they can fight now and fight in the future as well. But I'd rather see them keep building and building and building towards becoming stars. You know what I mean? Instead of
Right.
on the way to being stars. You know, but
Yeah, I feel that.
I think all four of these dudes got a very, very bright future. Very, very bright future. You know what I mean? And Like I said, I'm not leaving out Michael Collins. I forgot to put Michael Collins' name down. Michael Collins is one hell of a fighter. Michael Collins got the average people behind him, big
Yep.
time. Michael Collins is back at Madison Square Garden, where he first started his career off at. With Conor McGregor came out with him, and the average came out and showed love like they always do. And I don't
What
see
undercard he on?
nothing different, huh?
He on somebody undercard here soon, man.
No, I don't think he on nobody undercard. I think it's his. I don't think he's carrying the card, but he back. I don't know. But I just know he's back at.
I thought he was fighting on somebody undercard. I wasn't. I'm sure.
No, I just know he's back at MSG. I think it's in March, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think it's in March. No, but what I like I say, Devin Haney, one hell of a fighter. Teofimo Lopez, one hell of a fighter. Shakur Stevenson is my guy. I think he'll go to quarters out of all of them. Ryan Garcia, a superstar. I think he got the Mexican people. I think he the Justin Bieber right now, or the boxing. From he got kids, teenagers, adults, old folks. You know what I mean? So I think he carrying it like that.
And honestly, man, I think the thing people don't talk about, and you know what? I feel like, well, right now I do think Teofimo is probably the best of those three. I think Ryan Garcia probably got the highest ceiling of the three because I think Eddie Reynoso, ain't that his training name? Eddie Reynoso. I think they need to start to get the best out of him yet. And I think they're going to bring something out of Ryan Garcia that we ain't seen yet, dude. And I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with once they get him to his peak, man. Being in there with Canelo, being able to study around Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's going to show so much in his game or whatnot down the line.
Yeah, they got Oscar Valdez over there as well, so he got a nice camp over there with him. But
absolutely,
you are who you are. He could get better. He can get way better, way better.
Right.
The first thing he's gonna have to work on is standing his ground and making his legs more stronger, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Work on how to change up his height a little bit because he stands straight up and he pulls straight back, and it ain't a good thing. It ain't a good thing. But when you talking about fast hands and counter shots, he one of the best at it right now as a young boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
He got good pop and he got good timing with it. So it's all about him. He got the confidence, but it's all about him growing and working on the mechanics and getting physically stronger. You know what I mean? Physically stronger.
That's it. I mean, but ain't none of them really started to really get into their grown man strength yet. You know what I'm saying? I think none of them really done got into their like grown man strength. Shakir honestly looked the strongest of them all, to tell you the truth, as of right now. I
think Teofimo Lopez looking the stronger of them all.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forget. Yeah, no, you're right.
I think Lopez, and then I might have to give it to Haney, even though Garcia getting the knockouts. I might have to give it to Haney, then Stevenson, then I give it to Garcia for his physically.
Devin Haney don't look physically strong. I don't know.
Physically, yeah, I think Devin Haney. Out of all four of them, I say Devin Haney. I will, if I had Michael Collins up there, I put him. I might put Michael Collins first because Michael Collins is a full-grown man, like 28 years old.
Oh, is it? I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah, Michael Collins, a grown-ass man, bro. And yeah, and Devin, I go Teofimo Lopez, and I go Devin Haney, Shakur, Dan, Ryan Garcia. I like these kids though, man. Like I say, boxing is in great hands. Gotta respect it. I don't think these dudes, like Devin Haney, put himself in a position, and Teofimo Lopez put himself in a position to maybe fight for a title in 2019. Because by Teofimo getting them knockouts like that, people are trying to move him quicker than what he really should be moved.
Well, Teofimo only got hold on. Teofimo Lopez only got 11 fights? Something like 10, 11 fights. I could see Devin Haney being up there because I think Devin Haney 21, 22 fights into his pro career. That's different than.
Yeah, but Devin Haney went up. Devin Haney started at 17 fighting over in Mexico. So
right, but I mean, still, hell, I mean, you see, I done did dividends for Canelo shit. So I mean,
yeah, I don't knock it at all. I don't knock it out. My thing is this: once you get knockouts like that with Teofimo Lopez, they you starting to believe. Not saying he's hype, but everything is hype. Everything is hype. And you got your hype train going, and it's up to you to keep the hype train going. But knocking out Mason Manoy like that, when everybody's saying this might be his toughest fight, you start believing like I'm ready, and who are we to tell people that they're not ready, even though we just outside the ring looking in. So I feel like if they get an opportunity, they're gonna take it, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna take it, and who don't want a championship fight? A nice payday and the big stage, so I don't think they'll pass up on it. Marcus Davis say I fuck with Greg Hackett, but it seems like he don't like Earl Spence for some reason. Seemed like he got something
Ain't
against
Greg
Earl.
coming
He
back? Wait,
taking
what?
Mikey to beat Spence. He respects Spence. I guess he's not impressed. Yeah, the thing about Greg is this, when you look at Spence, and it's some uh from my guy Corey, Mr. All TBA, they go back and forth and shit. But when you got somebody as good as Spence, and yes, Hackett picked Lamont Peterson to beat Spence. I think he said some shit about Ocampo hanging in there with him or something. So it's not that they hate on Earl Spence. It's just that sometimes it can be like fucking around, bro. And I seen that post too, my guy. You hear me more because I seen the post myself. Where I said I just think he like it for the attention. You know what I mean? I think he like it just to get the attention and see the feedback he'll get. Now, is he really picking Mikey to be Spence? Like I told Corey, we got Greg already saying Spence gonna be Mikey. But what he's saying is you gotta respect Mikey, which we all do. But if he didn't
Nah,
switch
you got it, yeah.
if he switched his pick to Mikey for whatever reason, all we can do is respect it, you know what I mean? But we know what's gonna happen. And
I mean,
I
I
feel like
think so.
Earl go get Mikey ass. I feel like Mikey
So
will
let
put
me hold on.
Earl
Let
down.
me touch on
But
that fight real
I got you,
fast.
Jay. I feel like
Okay.
Mikey will put up a good fight, but I just feel like going down the line with the pace that Spence gonna make Mikey fight at and the body shots, because one thing Mikey always do when he fight is control the pace, bro. He's not gonna control the pace against Earl Spence. I don't give a damn how big you get, what you think. If Earl Spence controlled the pace against fucking a bigger Kell Brook and a physically stronger Kell Brook, I don't think Mikey Garcia is going to control the pace in this fight. So when Earl started making them fight at that fast pace, bro, and going down at the body, sort of like GGG pressed out Kell Brook, I think Earl go press him, bro. I think he go press him and press him and press him. And yes, Mikey might land some good fucking shots. He might land some good shots. He might hit Earl and hit him in the eye. He might land some good shots. But at the end, Earl is going to press him out, bro, and force him to fight at a pace that Mikey's not going to like. And like I say, once Earl get that range of distance and get the leverage on the shots that he needs, I think he's gonna start wearing Mikey down, and I think he's gonna start beating up on him. And I think it's gonna come a point to where I think Robert Garcia is gonna throw the towel in. You know what I mean? I really believe Robert's gonna stop the fight. That's why I wanted to touch on too. Go ahead, Jay. What you wanted to touch on?
So I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been thinking about, huh?
Oh, go ahead, Jay.
I've been thinking about this fight for a minute now. It's been, I don't know, been trying to analyze it, look at it, like. And I know I've always said my biggest criticism of Errol Spence Jr. is that he's never had to do something other than be the stalker. But I'm not saying Mikey wins this fight because I'm not sure I see too many paths to victory for Mikey. What I am saying is I think Mikey Garcia will force Errol Spence to do what I've been saying, that not that he can't do, but what I would like to see from him. And I think he's going to force him to change his approach to not just be the stalker. You know what I'm saying? I think people are under this notion where Mikey doesn't have a chance to hurt Errol Spence. But I think he might have a shot. And I don't think, and when I say hurt, I don't mean hurt like, oh man, Earl going to be close to being finished in the fight. I mean hurt in the sense that,
Or again, Earl Spence respect.
Correct. So I think when that happens, I think the fight changes. You know what I mean? I think, and to your point, you said Errol Spence. You said Errol Spence controlled the pace against Kell Brook,
Black
but I
Buster,
don't
you
think
want
he
to come on
controlled.
and explain that? Go ahead.
Huh?
Right.
I think Earl Spence controlled the second, not the whole fight. I think the pace was very much so the first half of the fight in Kell Brook's favor, where Kell Brook wanted the fight to be going on. But I think as the fight went on, Earl started to really press him. And like you said, you could start to see the fight favoring the pace of Errol Spence. Now, and I could see something very similar happening in this fight where Mikey early on, because he may get Earl's respect, you know what I'm saying, I could see it being at Mikey's pace for the first 5 to 6 rounds of the fight, and then you start to see that switch come on in Errol Spence where he's starting to, to pick up the pace and go back to his stalking ways. But I think, no doubt, Mikey's going to force him to box, and I think he's going to give him something to think about in the ring, even being the smaller man. I just wonder if holding the weight in which he's putting on is going to affect him. You know what I mean? And, that I guess that's the biggest thing to be seen, because I'm not sure he can take a flat-on punch from Errol Spence Jr. if Earl just catch him clean, or catch him clean multiple times. But I do think if he can keep from getting hit flush and get Earl respect and put some rounds in the bag to try to keep himself out of danger, I mean, he may have a chance. But I think that's about the only way I can see him doing is banking rounds early and then just trying to stay out of trouble in the later rounds. You know what I mean?
Well, my thing is, I think Mikey's going to get a chance to land his hardest punch. I do, because we know Earl coming forward. Like I said, he go press him, and when I say press him, he go give Mikey a chance to land that big shot.
Right.
Like I said, it's all about what Earl. Right. Like when I look at Earl fighting these fighters, when I look at Earl fighting these fighters, I don't look at. Shouts out to my brother Black Horseman on her, but when I look at Earl fighting these fighters, I don't look at like everybody commit to size. I don't care about size, bro. Even though size is going to play a big part, because size not going to win you fights. You know what I mean?
Right, correct.
We see that with Floyd Mayweather, and I'm a firm believer in. I don't give a fuck how big you is. If somebody got better skills and they can maneuver through your ass, they can frustrate you. What I think is going to be, like I said, it's going to be the pace that Earl make Mikey fight at. And it's going to be the range, the distance, and the leverage on the shots. Because once Earl find the range and figure out where, he could take something off of Mikey's shit, but he in range to hit him, or where he can make Mikey miss and hit him, because both of them fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, I feel like Mikey is a smaller version of Earl Spence, because they both technically sound and they both like to control the pace. But Earl sometimes can force you to fight at a faster pace. Mikey can force your ass to fight at a slower pace, to where he doing everything he wanted to do in the ring and making your ass look stupid. So when I think Earl start pressing Mikey and start making Mikey fight at his pace, that's when shit go get serious, and that's when it's gonna come to, like he did Kell Brook. You got to just fight. It's gonna be a fight. You know what I mean? And once I think that start happening, that's when I think Earl start taking over. But Black Husband, shouts out to my brother. Let people know what's up, Black.
What's good, Monty Brown? How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling good, bro. I can't complain about nothing. Blessed.
That's what's up, man. No, man. Like I say, for the record, man, before I, speak on this subject, man, I'm picking Errol Spence to win this fight. I think Errol Spence is the legitimate welterweight champion. And I think Mikey is taking a huge risk, but he gets the respect for it. But you know what, man? I will say this: that about a week ago, I did a live stream, and I asked the dudes that was on the panel, if size wasn't a factor, who would you be picking to win this fight? And everybody on the panel said that they would be picking Mikey Garcia. And they said that they feel like Mikey Garcia has more ring intelligence. He has more experience at the championship level.
Gotta keep it real.
Right. And so I was like, wow, that's interesting. So, and we've been seeing, a lot of visible changes physically with Mikey Garcia. Like, this dude is not playing no games, man. Like, this dude is taking this fight very serious. Yeah. It don't look like this guy is coming in there just to get a paycheck. He looking like he coming in there to make a statement and let everybody, let Errol Spence know that, bro, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And, fuck what you thought this shit was when they first faced off, you know, because everybody saw how visibly smaller he was to Errol. And judging from that, I was like, man, this is gonna be a cakewalk for Errol. But he eating them good snacks over there, you know. So I don't know what's going on. Of course, you know, I got my little low key suspicions because you know Conti and the snack facility. But that's another, you know, it's another conversation. But you know, if these guys was equal in size, I would be like, man, this could be a 50-50 fight. But I got to still give the edge to Errol because of the simple fact that this guy has more experience at the welterweight division. He's naturally the bigger guy. And that's one thing I will say is that when it comes to Errol Spence, usually when you ask guys, like, why do you feel Errol will win the fight? They usually say, oh, he the bigger guy, man. He's a bigger, stronger guy.
Yeah.
But I would this is my opinion about going into 2019 and from what I seen at the end of 2018. I seen pure boxers show the bigger puncher or the bigger guy that it's gonna take more than you going in there trying to knock me out to win this fight.
There you go.
We seen that with Tyson Fury. We seen that with Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like, man, when it comes to a superior boxer, I'm not saying Mikey is a superior boxer, but when it comes to a pure boxer, usually history shows you the pure boxer will always beat the knockout artist. So Errol is the bigger guy. I'm picking him to win the fight. I expect him to win the fight. But and of course, because this is the first fight, just like it was a lot of question marks about Crawford coming up to face Jeff Horn. A lot of people, you know, a lot of people changed their narrative after the fight, but before that, people was like, I don't know, man, this dude is bigger than Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like this guy might, you know, be, you know, a little too big for him. You know, Jeff Horn walks around 175, 180, and the size was not a factor. But we talking about two different fighters, Terrence Crawford and Mikey. But if Mikey can, you know, show that his skills, he's more intelligent than than Errol, and not get hit by them big shots, we might, you know, we could possibly see a shocking upset. But like I say, my personal pick is Errol Spence, man, for sure. You know what I mean? But that's why I posed a question in the comments, like, man.
I already know. That's why I know. That's why I want you to get on this thing, because I know when people read questions, bro, people take it different. Like they'll look at the question and they'll read it, and it ain't how it. You know what I'm saying? How you saying it, they not reading it how you saying it. You know what I mean? And that's my whole thing when I be telling people, like, when you see somebody write something, don't just get the raw, because that man can be saying it in a sincere way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my whole thing is this, Black Horseman. I don't take no credit from no fighter. I feel like Mikey doing all the right shit to get to where he at. And I just think he putting on size, and it's good supplements you can put on to put weight and muscle on, you know. But with Mikey, bro, I would never sleep on Mikey Garcia ever in my life, because Mikey is one of my favorite fighters of all time. And I know how dangerous it is. Like, Mikey is not this is the thing about Mikey. He is not afraid. And when you got a fighter that's not afraid, bro, that's enough confidence in itself. Like, I go look at a lot of Mexican fighters from what's the boy for the fight, Javante? Abner Moraes, his brother Speedy Moraes. Yeah. The man that was with Freddie Roach, but he fucked up because he couldn't stay disciplined. I listened to him, and when I heard they take on Mikey Garcia, bro, fucking Fernando Vargas, like, when I listen to them talk about Mikey, you can tell that Mikey is a stone cold killer in the Mexican community, bro. And just like our community, the Black community, like, them some bad motherfuckers, bro. Mexicans are bad motherfuckers. And when they know a bad motherfucker, bro, they gonna give him all the credit in the world. And Mikey get nothing but the utmost respect from the top Mexicans. You dig what I mean? So after Canelo is Mikey Garcia when you talking about Mexican fighters, bro. You know what I mean? And like, when you got somebody like Mikey Garcia, bro, like you said, hell no, he's not coming for a paycheck. I said this, and I had to delete a lot of videos, so I can't say go check out the video, but I've been saying this. When Mikey first said that he want to fight Errol Spence, I knew the man meant it. I knew Mikey meant it, because Mikey Garcia, a 4-division champion, he don't need Errol Spence's name for no clout. You know what I'm saying? He don't need Errol Spence's name for no, especially when you got the Mexican community on your side. You don't need no Earl Spence name for no clout, bro. You got LA, Texas, California. You know what I'm saying? So he already got the fan base, and he getting the money. So somebody like Mikey Garcia, you can never ever count out. That's why I say I'm not using Earl Spence size to win this fight. You know what I mean? Just like with Terrence Crawford, people, oh, smart. No, it's not going to be because of the size, bro. If Earl win this fight, it's going to be because of skills, pressure, body work, and intelligence. You're not just gonna beat Mikey Garcia with size. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, he too smart for that shit. He too smart for it. Especially you got the big G. You got Robert Garcia game planner. You know what I'm saying? So and they seen everything. So it ain't, you ain't bringing shit to the table that they didn't see. You know, but it's just with Earl Spence. Earl, he is a different fighter, man. Earl do have a boxing set. I mean, a boxing skill set that'll press your ass out. He do go to the body good. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be the pace that he fight at. He is a very conditioned fighter. So his ass, I ain't gonna say he don't get tired, but as the fight goes on, the motherfucker do get stronger, you know. And I feel like that's what's gonna get Mikey, and it's gonna be Mikey's first fight up at 147. You know, like you said, it's your first fight at 147 against arguably the baddest motherfucker at 147. You know, and salute to Mikey on that. And like I said in my video, man, if Mikey come out with this fucking win, he's pound for pound #1 on my list. He's the baddest motherfucker around on my list, and he get nothing but all the credit, bro. All the credit, you know. So I'll never take credit away from Mikey Garcia. But I just got Earl Spence coming out victorious, bro. You know. Your thoughts, Jay?
My question is, man, if he do win, and they go back to, you know, actually I'm gonna rewind. You know, back when he started talking about it, he had said something that was alarming to all of us. He was like, "Hey, I see something in Earl Spence that I think that I can exploit, that I think I can beat him." And a lot of people was calling him fucking crazy and calling him dumb. But like y'all said, man, somebody with.
But Mikey is depending on what I believe Mikey depending on, bro, is landing his fucking Mikey get that store first. Mikey believes in his power, bro. He really believes in his power, and that's what I think. You see, like, if I can land my power on this motherfucker and hit him because I'm knocking down bigger guys. But the thing Mikey got to understand is, yes, you might be scoring welterweights and junior welterweights, but you got to understand with Earl Spence, he's scoring fucking cruiserweights and heavyweights and super middleweight. So just like that's why I say, man, they mirror each other to me, bro. They mirror each other. But like I said, Mikey is going to have a chance to land his biggest shot on Earl Spence.
Yeah.
And we both see what that punch do. But go ahead, Jay.
Yes. I don't know. I wonder, like, because everybody's saying about stoppage. Everybody's saying they think he stopped Mikey Garcia. I'm a bet, man. I'm almost betting this fight might go to the cards, man. It's just something about this fight that keep telling me it won't end how everybody thinks it's going to end. You know what I'm saying? Kind of how we all predicted, you know, I know two different fighters, but how we all looked at Tyson Fury and Wilder and was like, yo, Wilder gonna get him out.
Just like Black Horseman just said. Well, we all think the puncher is gonna do what he's supposed to do, but it come out a different
something
way.
About this fight, something scary. This kind of, you know what? I'll be honest with y'all. Although Tony Harrison didn't, in my eyes, win that fight a couple weeks ago, I did have this feeling a couple weeks leading up to that fight that this was gonna be a closer fight than what people thought it was going to be between him and Tony Harrison, between Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison. I'm kind of getting that same feeling with this fight. Like, this might be a scary, close fight. You know what I'm saying? That could end up going to the cards, man. And whoever wins, because I'm a fan of both, I don't really care who wins it. Clearly, I would want to see Earl win it only because I want to see my guy Crawford give him that first L. But that's neither here nor there because I think Crawford could beat either of them, to tell you the truth. And I think it says something that he went after Earl, you know what I'm saying, instead of Crawford being the naturally smaller guy, being closer to his weight class, yada, yada, so forth. And he had a chance to fight him at 140.
I think it's because of Bob Arm. I think it's because of Bob Arm, though, my personal opinion.
And it could be. It could be. Which it could be the reason why he ain't fought Lomachenko yet. So maybe. But I don't know, man. All I do know is I am picking Earl to win it. I'm gonna say split decision. I'll go that far. I say split decision. But whoever's whoever does win this fight, I think their legacy jumps out of the, you know what I'm saying? Their legacy takes a big step forward. You know, because people got to understand, dude, Mikey, what, 39-0? I believe he is. Is he 39-0?
I don't know. Like, I know
30%.
So, like, you said 39-0?
I believe so. Somewhere up there. More fight. He got more wins than, more fights than Errol.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So you got to think, a man that's 39-0, man, everybody's mark is to reach Floyd in that 51-0 mark. He's not going to just take this fight just to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mikey Garcia has so many different fights he could have took if he wanted an easy 40th win. He could have fought Richard Comey. He could have fought, I don't even know who else was out there. I know Richard Comey was his mandatory. You know what I'm saying? He was signed to take that fight, but then the Earl Spence fight came up, and that actually worked itself out. He decided to take that fight over the Richard Comey fight. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to fight Earl. He could have fought Pacquiao here because that fight was on the table. You know what I'm saying? But he decided to go after Earl, and I think his ring IQ will keep him alive in there, man. I don't know that Earl stopped him, and I wonder if he can take Earl's best shot. You know what I mean? If he can take Earl's best shot over a 12-round period, will Earl get frustrated in that, or do you think Earl just stay the course and continue to outbox the boxer, so to speak? You know what I mean? And that's something
I don't think he get frustrated. I feel like he go press. He got to press. You know what I mean? Earl not gonna sit back, and if you sit back, that's Mikey Garcia pace. You know what I'm saying? That was Mikey go think and try to set your ass up for that big shot. You know, but like I say, Mikey fighting a southpaw. People say, "Oh, he do good versus southpaws." Well, this is the most dangerous fucking southpaw that he fight, and I do believe Mikey sit back, like he say, he look at certain fights and the shit don't move. You know what I mean? He want to really be in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I fucking respect him so much, because certain fights he like, shit, everybody's saying I'm supposed to win. You know, besides the Lomachenko fight and this, and you know, like, nobody dared Earl to fight no fucking Earl Spence. This shit never came out. You know, it's just he wanted it, and Mikey being Mikey, he got it, bro. And that's him being with Richard Schaefer. He taking control of his own career, and Al Heyman right there. So I feel like he take it, bro. And like I say, I think Mikey see that he can land his big shot. And like they say, we don't see the shit that they see in Spawn. So he know his power, bro. He know his power. But Mikey Spawn Edwin Valero, and Mikey was a young boy then. We know Edwin Valero, that motherfucker was I think he had 100% knockout ratio. That motherfucker can crack. You know, him and Pacquiao was the fight. But you got a man that spoiled Edwin Valero and a man that spoiled Earl Spence. And that motherfucker said Earl Spence hit harder than Edwin Valero. And people saying Edwin Valero hit harder than Manny Pacquiao. Now, Earl hitting that hard, you still got to get leverage in the right position to land that shot, you know. So do Mikey, you know what I'm saying, train not to get hit with that punch? But that's how I just believe Earl gonna land that shot, because like I say, he go press him, bro. Look, he pressed Kell Brook, and Kell Brook was tagging his ass, but he kept pressing and pressing and pressing. And that's what I mean. Like, you make them fight at your pace. You make them fight when they don't want to fight. You know what I mean? Even if that means you got to take it to give it, you know, and that's what it's going to be. Like, this going to be a fight, bro. It's not going to be a boxing match, even though Mikey go try to move this and that. Earl not going to let him rest. It's like, either you go get me or I'm going to get you, motherfucker. And that's how that fight going to go. And I feel like Earl go get him, bro. You know, it's go. I mean, that bitch going to be entertaining, bro. That bitch going to be
Here's my question when we say that. Has Earl Spence fought a ring general? Like, because Mikey, in my opinion, is a ring general. Like, he know where he at in the ring. He know where to put. He know where he want to be in the ring at all times. He fight at the pace that he want to fight at all times. Has Earl Spence fought a ring general like Mikey Garcia? Someone who can really.
I'm gonna say, if I seen Broner walk Mikey down, Earl go walk him down, bro. Broner walk him down and then let his hands go. Earl go let them motherfuckers go. No, but look, it's very interesting, bro. It's very, very interesting, you know. And with Robert Garcia now, you know, believing, you know what I mean? Robert Garcia, and it's like Black Husband say, maybe Robert Garcia seen the transformation to Mikey, saying, "Damn, Mikey, you cocky than a motherfucker, you know what I mean?" And he feeling the power, and Mikey only getting stronger. You know, he only getting stronger. So the thing is, though, do that shit translate at 147? You know, that's gonna be the thing. Do it carry up to 147? And I actually believe it do, bro. I actually believe it do because I feel like it's how you deliver the punch and how you throwing it, bro. And Mikey know how to get leverage on the shots. So I really believe, bro, Earl's going to feel Mikey hardest shot. You know, I really believe he's going to feel that bitch, and that's what we're going to see if he can take it. No, we're going to see if he can take it, because if he can take it, it's going to be bad for Mikey, bro. It's going to get bad for Mikey. But we're looking to see how Earl deliver the body shots. We're looking to see how Mikey take it. And the fight just interesting all the way around the board, bro. It's interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it is, man. You know, I mean, you know, as much more time goes by, man, I'm getting more and more excited about this fight because it started off as like a joke. Like, man, Mikey about to get his ass killed in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting to the point where, like, god damn, like, man, this might end up being a good ass fucking fight.
Right.
And Mikey, you know, kind of like how you was talking about, Jay, like, you know, the ring generalship of Mikey. And I'm seeing that this pattern, like this guy, man, he already took out Broner. He taking out Robert Easter. And not, you know, he took out Robert Easter. And now he's trying to. And, you know, them niggas is all cool. They all clicked up.
Cool, yeah. And look, don't forget about the 140 boy neither.
Who that?
Who he took the belt from. That wasn't no easy fight.
Oh, lipping it.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, experience. How. Right. So, you know, and look, I stated this on my channel as well, man, that, you know, Robert Garcia, he's got 3 of the toughest fights with 3 of his fighters that are clear underdogs, man.
Abner,
you know,
Jose Lopez, and Mikey.
And Mikey. So, I mean, I think even just for them guys to, because all those guys is expected to be stopped. You know what I'm saying? They feel like those guys should get stopped.
You're right. I didn't think
That's
about
what I thought
too.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it sucks, but at the end of the day, you look at yeah, that's just how it is. So if they even go the distance, people's going to consider that a kind of a victory for Robert Garcia, not the fighter itself, but for Robert Garcia, what he's able to do with certain fighters. And this is why I give him so much respect as a trainer. And that's why I never kind of totally sleep on that fighter that Robert Garcia is training, because I've seen this guy take a fighter who may have multiple losses, who might be an underdog, and these guys are getting there and shine. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I remember seeing Brandon Reed. What happened, bro?
I was saying shouts out to Slap Nuts, but go ahead, bro.
Okay. Pause. But yeah. But you know, I seen what he did with Brandon Rios, man. You know, even though that Brandon Rios got beat by Danny, he shined for a lot of them rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even Adam Juarez, after being stopped, he came back and won a title against Jesus Cuellar. So I just think that Robert Garcia has the ability to you know, capitalize on the advantages of a fighter and you know, put them in the best position to win, even though they might be a clear underdog. But that's the crazy thing about these fights, you know, that Robert has, you know, with his fighters, that like these guys is clear underdogs, but you know, this guy has showed us in the past that he knows how to come up with the right game plan.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
And like it showed us with Marcos Madonna shit, Adrian Brown. It's like,
yeah.
They know how to get the best out of their fighters, bro. They know how to get the best out of their fighters. And with Abner and we got experienced fighters that listen like they do, bro, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy because you don't have egos in the way. You don't have motherfuckers that don't want to listen, and you know that the odds are against you. You know, so if he can talk to them about taking the pressure off of them, like the pressure shouldn't be on you. The pressure should be on Javante and Earl and Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? So all y'all gotta do is go in there and do what y'all gotta do. You know, so all that goes into it. And then when you got the Big G right there, man, that's the guru. You know, Big G still right there, and I feel like his boxing knowledge is second to none. You know, so it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be very fucking interesting, man. And like I say, I'll never ever doubt Mikey Garcia. I still like Abner Morales. He one of my favorite fighters. I think he go press Tank, but I think he go get stopped. And I don't know if Keith Thurman stopped Josecito Lopez. I think he drops his ass, but I don't know if he stops him. But it's a possibility that he do, you know. But it's like you say, Horseman, bro. What we think might not go that way. Shit, we might go on her. And while we always thinking the person that got the most power can't box, they might end up just want to box and outbox the motherfucker, you know. So it's go. That's why I say, man, boxing is interesting. You can't script what's going to happen. We all can say what we think go happen.
It's Abner Barnes, Tank, or Mikey and Spence, but I think we're gonna see a few of these fights where this year, where the guy who got the most KOs and expected to knock the guy out might end up going the distance with that fighter and might end up losing to a decision. You know, because I just feel like, man, we've seen in the past that a pure boxer will always beat a knockout artist, man. And I just think that that's something that a lot of these guys that bank on getting the KOs, and I understand because when you go and getting in there getting KOs and you got an undefeated record, a lot of the casuals gonna gravitate to you. You're gonna have a lot of followers, and you know what I'm saying? People gonna just get behind you. But it's gonna be one of them guys, man, who have like a couple losses maybe, but have a lot of experience and know how to box. And this is called boxing. It ain't called knockouts. And sometimes the guys come in there looking for knockouts, and you get in there with a dude that know how to box, and he's really intelligent. He'll fucking get his hand raised at the end of the fight.
I like Tony Harrison.
Tony Harrison, man. So, you know, I give that guy all the respect in the world because, you know, he just showed you, like, if you know how to box and you're the more intelligent guy in there and you sharp, you know, the new champion. You know what I mean? And that's not throwing a shot at Jamel because Jamel used to be boxing minded at first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think he needs to get back to that, you know, especially if he's trying to get back in there with Tony Harrison, because if he fights the same way he fought Tony Harrison that first fight, he's gonna get beat again.
He's gonna beat him again, yeah.
Because he's gonna be trying to go in there and feel like that he's going to get some, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel like, oh, they gonna take. And I want to read this. This was my post, bro. I said that Twin Cholo and that Made in Detroit makes weight to lock horns for male 154 WBC world title. Jamel is a lion and a killer on a mission to get the unification bout against S. Swift Jared Hurd to prove he is the best in boxing. But he has a real test in front of him. Tony is coming to prove he belongs in the mix with all the top dogs in his division and will try to become champion while doing it. I'm on the fence with this one because I rock with both dudes. It will be a competitive fight. I can promise you that. May the best man win, and I salute both. Tune in to a great championship bout. Man, I've been rocking with Tony Harrison for a while, bro. For a while. Even against, like, I went against him against Jared Hurd. I went with him against Willie Nelson. Like, I never went against Tony Harrison. I didn't go against him in this fight because I knew, bro, like, and I knew it. I swear, bro. I was like, man, if this dude come here, like he fought Austin Trout, which I thought he learned from the Austin Trout fight, bro. I thought the dude straight learned, like, stop going looking for the knockout. Look how Austin Trout is a hell of a boxer, bro. Hold on. I just want to say, stop, because he going and looking for it. Like, if he would have just boxed and let the shit come to him, and he didn't press Tony at all, nigga, you letting Tony sit back and relax, and we know Tony can be mentally fatigued, and you not even trying to force that on him. And you just out here steady trying to get the knockout. Credit, yes, you boxed good a little bit, bro. Because I went back, I ain't watched the whole fight over. I seen them using the jab. I seen him trying to go to the body, but he was just going to go to the body with a shot, like a suplex, like straight to the middle, like Tank did. Old boy Quayo. Nah, bro, you got a hook down to that body, man. So you can't play with no boxer like that. You can't go in there. So with that being said, I just feel like you got to let certain things come to you. When you look at Earl Spence, Earl don't go out there looking for the knockout. He continue to use that jab. He go downstairs and he try to set that shit up and let it come. And that's what's going to play a big factor in this fight, bro. It's going to play a big factor because both of these dudes use the jab. Mikey going to try to go to the body himself, but I promise you, like Earl, though, like Mikey going to try to go left and come right and go right and come left, bro. That's Mikey's biggest thing. And one thing Mikey's smart about, though, the motherfucking angles, bro. His angles, bro, to where he use your ass and take you over here and come. Like, I've been watching Mikey for a while, bro, and it's go like Earl gonna have to adapt. He's gonna have to adapt, bro. It's not just gonna be an easy fight, and I know this, bro. But once he adapt, and I feel like he start that jab stick out there and keep that hand up, it's gonna get very, very interesting. But go ahead, Jack.
I was gonna touch on touch on Jamel Tony Harrison real fast. You know, I think, like you said, to your point, man, I think we got on to him for not being as patient in the Austin Trout fight. But then when I look at the because I went back and watched the fight a couple times, and I still had
him against Harrison.
Yes.
So I got to sit down and watch it.
I think now you look at that fight, and I could say he was a little too patient with Tony Harrison. I think he allowed Tony Harrison to move around. And while everyone say like he didn't win the fight because he was moving backwards, like you can't win a fight moving backwards, I'm like, that's a lie. But you know what I'm saying? Like I think in boxing you can in fact win a fight moving backwards. And when people always look at a fight, they always look at the guy that's coming forward. But you know, when you look at boxing, and I always tell people this when we disagree on fights, you know, they always say you win rounds by clean and effective punches. Now, it's not saying power punches, because everybody is quick to look at, oh, well, this guy, he landed 2 hooks in this round, while this guy landed 6 jabs. But if you look at the jabs that Tony Harrison was landing in that fight, those was head-snapping jabs that he was putting on.
Facts.
Like, he was putting that jab on Twin ass, and I didn't think he needed to deviate away from that. Everybody was like, oh, why he not, you know, throwing more power punches? Well, I'm like, dude, this jab is fucking Charlo up right now. Like, he can't get out the way of this jab. And I thought the jab, at least through the first 8 rounds of the fight, was the best punch in the fight from either guy, really, was because I just thought that he controlled the fight, even going backwards with it. I would have just liked to seen Charlo go to the body, like you said, Monty, go to the body a little bit more to make him sit down to where he not being able to get away from you. You know what I'm saying? I think he was a little too patient in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, like you look at that against the Jared Hurd, now like the Jared Hurd fight may be out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like whatever that may mean. And that's a fight I was really looking forward to in 2019 was the Jared Hurd Jamel Charlo fight. But, you know, let's see if Tony Harrison give him a rematch or whether he want the rematch with Jared Hurd. But I don't know. But that fight was a lot closer than people think it was. I don't, you know. Oh, shit. What? Oh. We still on?
Yeah, I'm here. I think Black Horseman popped out. I had a call.
But yeah, but yeah, man.
What you were saying with that jab, Jay, he was knocking his head back. Like I say, I still had it. I had Jamel winning, and even when I went back and looking at the fight, because even the first 3 rounds, I still think Jamel landed the more telling shots, you know. But I'm gonna watch it all the way over again, things like that. But it's a hell of a fight, man. It was a hell of a fight. I feel like Jamel, man, just headhunt, bro. When you just headhunt like that, it's not a good thing, because even with the refs, like they looking at you, you just headhunt, and when Tony make you miss and he knock your head back, even if you did land a good shot, him making you miss sometimes look more good than, you know what I'm saying? You landed a shot, and while you thinking you winning them rounds, just because you landed 2 big shots and them 6 jabs that tag your ass, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what side of the ring you was on when you landed it or anything? Hell no, he ain't control shit. Fuck out of here. He ain't control shit. Hold on. Who is this Big Money? We gonna let that go. We gonna let that go, Big Money. But ain't no you don't gotta get that hostile Big Money. You talking about who ain't control nothing. Watch when the rematch comes, it's gonna be bad. I mean, he was knocking his head back, but that's all. He ain't do much. It's all good. We go get our rematch, and Mel made some mistakes. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Big Money, that's the thing though, bro. My thing is this. Like I say, I still had Jamel win the fight. Even like I say, a lot of people saying this, that, and when I went and looked at the first 3 rounds, me myself, I think I gave the first 3 rounds to Jamel, bro. Like I couldn't finish it. I think I was doing something. But my thing is, Jamel is going to have to press, Big Money. Do you understand me, bro? He's going to have to press, because one thing Tony do, he mentally fatigued, bro. And I don't care what nobody say. You cannot fix that. You cannot fix it. But if you sit back and you box, and you let this man rest, and you let him jab, you let him think, you let him be
And
smart,
think,
then this what come down with it. You leave it in the hands of the ref, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't leave it in the hands of, and not saying not leave it in the hands of the ref.
You
Oh,
mean
listen,
judges.
Cholo, my guy, bro. Cholo is my guy. I rocks with Cholo and I rocks with Tony. You know what I mean? Like I be on the fence with the fight, but I'm not gonna lie. Who did I want to win? Even though I said I'm on the fence with it, I was leaning towards Cholo myself. I want to see Cholo and her. You know, I still want to see Cholo and her. But once you do those type of things, bro, and yes, you letting Tony Harrison dictate a jab pile, and I still feel like Jamel dictated the pace. But sometimes, even though it looked like you dictating the pace, and you let a motherfucker get off on you, because Tony Harrison did walk forward. You know what I'm saying? He did walk forward. So you don't understand what the refs looking at, and then like in a fucking the fight before that, the Austin Trout fight, bro. When Austin Trout, which was clearly a unanimous decision for Cholo, but you seen you missing trying to go out there and knock this cat out, even though you dropped him, and he dropped Austin Trout like twice, and they still talking about a fucking split decision or a majority or some shit like that.
Majority,
but
I think it was.
you can't do that, bro. You got to be out there, and you got to work your way. Like Jamel can set some things up, bro, to let Tony Harrison come forward and make Tony feel like he doing this and doing that and walk his ass into that big shot. He got the power to put Tony out. We saw that, bro. He got the power to put Tony out, but he's gonna have to set that shot up because Tony too smart to just walk into anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a hell of a fight in the rematch. And I do think Jamel win the rematch. I don't think Tony Harrison win the rematch, but Jamel is gonna have to set some shit up, bro, and let him walk into them shots.
You know what I think, bro? Like, and I like Jamel, man. I think Jamel struggles with.
Shouts out to Rupert Isaac. He say Earl by brutal stoppage. I'm with you. True. Mill got some flaws to work on.
I think he struggles. I think he struggles mentally because remember before he got with Derek James, we all saw Jamel Charlo as a boxer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we all look at Jamal as the puncher.
Correct. I think since he got with Derek James, I think when you look at his fights, man, you can kind of internally see him struggling on whether to be the boxer or whether to be the puncher. And you can look at each of his fights with Derek James.
Let me say this, Jay. Rupert say Broner and Easter ain't no Earl Spence. Hey, Rupert, big facts on that one, brother. Big facts. At all. Hey, that's the truth. That's the truth. Like what they do, like they not Earl size. Earl whoop they ass and spawn. So we know what it's gonna be. So that's why I say when y'all be like Earl, like that's why I be saying this Rupert Isaac. I don't just look at the size and the power, and I'm sorry, Jay, for cutting you off. I don't just look at the size and the power of Earl to beat Mikey Garcia because I know Earl got so much more, bro. The way he go set it up and the pace that he go press with, it's going to be for real. It's going to be for real. And once Earl started making them fight and making them fight at his pace, and Mikey got to see like, fuck, this fucker is coming. He's coming. Like, yeah, you got to fight, and that's when shit go get serious. But go ahead, Jay. What you were saying, bro?
But yeah, I just think Jamel, like I was saying, Jamel struggled with. I think he struggled with his identity since he's been with Derek James. You know what I'm saying? Like we saw him on a 3-fight knockout streak against I think it's John Jackson.
That was
a fight he was
Lubin and the Dallas boy.
Yeah, I can't think of that boy's name. Charles Hatley.
Charles Hatley, yeah.
You know, then he came off of that and he fought Austin Trout after Lubin, correct?
And we got to remember this. He was losing that John Jackson fight before he landed that knockout.
He was losing that fight, right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think he struggles now with being, you know what I'm saying, with whether to be the puncher or be the boxer instead of letting it all come to him. Because I just think, like, with this new part of his game, with his power starting to be on display like that, you know what I'm saying, he may be looking at his brother, you know what I'm saying, how his brother got the pop and everybody recognizing him as a puncher. You know, even his sparring partner in Earl Spence, he may be looking at Earl, you know, Earl getting the stoppages and stuff like that. You know, he may be looking at that like, man, you know, I want to be the puncher, but he's a great boxer. You just let that power come to you, and your power's going to manifest itself. You don't got to force that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the thing in boxing, dude. If you hit a bitch the right way, dude, he gonna go. You ain't gotta force that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just think he gotta get back to what got him here, which is being a boxer, being a beautiful tactician. And And if anybody don't believe me about him being a great boxer, man, go look at his fight with who was that? Gabe Rosado? I think he beat. Yes, I think it was Gabe Rosado. That was like my favorite fight to watch Jamel in, because that put everything on display from a boxing standpoint for Jamel Charlo. Was that fight against Gabe Rosado?
But with Earl, man, with Earl fighting boxers, bro, and that's why I think Mikey gonna be in trouble, because at the end of the day, Earl had that Mayweather spawn, and they want the Mayweather that was moving all around the ring, and we know that. But Earl has a great way of cutting the ring off, bro. Like when you were saying the ring IQ, the ring generalship and the ring IQ, it does play a great part. It does on somebody who sit back and let you, you know what I mean, do them a certain way. Earl, yeah, Earl not go, like I say, he the southpaw, and it's not like Earl. No, I'm pressing. I'm gonna check his temperature. I'm pressing, and like I say, when Mikey say he sees some things, I think he saw Lamont land a few shots, and I think he feel like he can land that big shot on Earl. But like I say, man, when that pace get to going and Earl get that range and distance, and them body shots get to loading up, it's gonna be different. Rupert Isaac say 0-3 for Team Garcia. Marcus Davis said Earl got skills too, man. I don't know why people keep sleeping on his skills like he can't box or something. All his sparring said he can box, and he's smart in that ring, and he good at. Hey, there you go, Marcus. That's what I'm saying. Once they see them skills, and that's why I try to get away from size and power. You know what I mean? I stay away from size and power. I stay away from size and power with the Terrence Crawford fight and this Mikey Garcia fight, because Mikey is a skillful motherfucker. So Earl is gonna go out there. He gonna show him, yo. He gonna show him that, look, I'm gonna show y'all something that y'all didn't see from me, bro. And that's range and distance. Man, the dude got the best range and distance in the game. And I'm not just saying that because that's my number one guy. Earl can get leverage from inside. He like, look when he was on the inside, bro, how he land power shots inside close in the phone booth. Then look at him mid-range. Then look at him outside, bro. It's like he know how to get range and distance and put the right leverage on the shots, bro. He throws shots from the right angle, and he precise, bro. And I think once Mikey see that, bro, because I think Mikey feel like, you know, this, that, and the third. I see this, I see that, which he's smart. And we can't say he don't see it because we not Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is a fucking undefeated boxer that's a 4-division weight.
Yep.
I mean, you know, got a champion of 4-division weight class. So all we can do is respect it. They made the fight happen. Right. I respect Mikey. He didn't sit back and just talk that shit and then go fight somebody else. They signed a contract March 16th. And man, we go see what's cracking.
It's going down.
But I want to say this about Robert Garcia, you know, and that's why I say Robert and the Big G was kind of nervous of this fight at first. You know, like they didn't understand what Mikey was saying. They didn't understand why Mikey wanted to take this fight, take the big risk when you got so many money fights down here, which we know Lomachenko is a big money fight. You know what I'm saying? So at that, even Pacquiao a big money fight. But like like Mikey said, he wanted a big challenge to where his name is not in the front running to win, you know. And I respect that about him. He wanted to test his nuts, man. He wanted to test how big they is and how far he can go. And beating somebody like Earl Spence shows like that's pure dominance, bro. That's pure dominance if he can make that happen, which is not gonna happen. You understand me? Hey, Mike, you whooped on your last black man, boy, and Robert Easter. This shit stops, partner. You know what I'm saying? Rupert said Broner box Madonna Power was too much. Exactly, though. But as much people want to say about Madonna Power, Broner finished that motherfucking fight, and he hurt Madonna ass just as strong. And Broner now Rupert. Now this is what I'm telling people. Now that's a real jump from 135 to 147. You know what I mean? Now that's a real jump. What Mikey Garcia doing is one jump because he had 2 fights at 140 with Adrian Broner. And who's the boy took the title from? Lippernick. So there's only one weight class for Mikey Garcia. What Broner did was balls. Broner jumped from 135 to 247, beat Paulie for the title, then took on that hard-hitting motherfucker Madonna that was with Robert Garcia. So it's like when you look at this
in a fight, I still think he should have won. He could have won still. With everything being said, we look at that fight like, oh man, AB got his ass whooped. But
no, bro, AB fought his way back to a draw, bro. After he got dropped in the 8th, right? After he got dropped in the 8th, it took a lot up out of him. After the 8th, after he got dropped in the 8th, bro, he went down. Somebody was a push. That's when I said Madonna started taking back over. But after that, after the first and the second, the third and the fourth, AB came back and won, you know. And I remember him fighting his way back to a draw, in my opinion. Then he went and got hit in the 8th. And then when Madonna turned around and doggy humped him back, you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it PG so I can get monetized, you know. So when he turned him around and hit him back with a doggy, you know, I think Broner was like, damn, now people laughing at me. And it was more mentally with Broner than yes, he was hurt physically, but with him it was more mentally. He was young, he never been in that position before, he just got back in Burrs, and he was trying to do too much.
But mentally, he ain't been the same since that fight either. And I think we can all.
I agree. I think he vowed to never take a beating like that again. You know what I'm saying? Because once you go home, fuck what the people say. It's all about healing, and having a headache like that, your jaw on swole mode, your pride hurt.
Talk about that. Oh my goodness, can we talk about
that? So that's why I think. Let's talk about the Broner and Pack a little bit. What's your thoughts on Broner?
Dude. So when I first saw this fight, man, I was like, dude, hey, just another aspect, and we're gonna have to pay for Adrian Broner. But man, dude, I don't know, man. Just watching him on Instagram, just the more I think about the fight, I just get this feeling, man. I had the same feeling for Mikey Garcia for the Mikey Garcia fight, and he let me down, man. I gotta sip the AB Kool-Aid one more time, just because I know in his heart he knows that this is the biggest moment that he gonna have potentially in his career. You know what I mean? Like, this is the biggest name, the biggest fight, the biggest stage. And it's not like they going to the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, dog. They going to the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, dude. This is the biggest stage he gonna be on. And I think the second half of the Jesse Vargas fight gave me cause to feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Kevin Cunningham gonna have him conditioned and ready to fight. And I know a big criticism I have on Kevin Cunningham is that I don't think he really adds anything to what you already know. But I think from a skill perspective, AB is the one guy that I don't really think needed anything added to his game skill-wise. I just think he needed more discipline with missing weight and, you know what I'm saying, being in fight shape and being ready to go. And I think Kevin Cunningham is honestly perfect for AB. I just got to think that, dude, he going to step up in his grandest moment with everybody doubting him, with everybody closing the book on him, saying he's done, saying Pacquiao going to wash his ass. You don't want to go in there and get beat up by no 40-year-old man. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the name of having Pacquiao on his resume as his biggest win, I don't know, man. I'm sipping the AB Kool-Aid again, man. I can really see this fight going either way, man. I just hope it don't turn out like it always does with AB, where it's another one of those fights where we spend 8 rounds figuring out why he won't let his hands go, and then finally in the 8th round, he decided to let his hands go. But it's too late by then. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I want you on that though, but I'm riding with AB 100%, man. I know.
Yeah, you can't. I can't go with Pacquiao over this man. I can't. I
know
can't
Pacquiao is the favorite. I know Pacquiao still got the speed. He still got the power, you know. But like I say, I still believe he lost some in his legs, you know, to where he want to sit there. He wants you to sit there and bang with him, you know. He wants you to come forward and sit there and let's trade power where he can use his angles and catch you. I feel like if AB going here, let his offense be his defense, man. Let your offense be your defense and not be afraid to punch with Pacquiao. We know he got pop. But I feel like AB is the bigger man in this fight. I feel like he is the bigger man. Even though Pacquiao went up to 154, back down, he fought at certain things, a counter shot, let his hands go, and not be afraid to trade with Pacquiao. And as crazy as it might sound, that's how he's going to get him, bro. That's how he's going to get him. He's either going to rip to the body, come upstairs with the uppercut hook, and not be afraid, man. Not be afraid. But, like, this is it. And I ain't saying this is it for AB career is over, but this is it for us getting that marquee win. This is it right here. You know, like I tell a lot of people, bro, if he'd have beat Mikey Garcia, if he'd have beat Sean Porter, you know, that would have led him to a Manny Pacquiao fight by winning those fights. Now you got the Manny Pacquiao fight and you lost those fights. So right now, man, like Rick Ross said, man, this is for the name. The money is there already. This is for the name. This is for the legacy. This is for all the losses that you had, even though you can say what you want. Oh, I want this person or that person. Now it's time for you to get on your damn job, And even if you don't win, you better give a performance where people say
of a
that's
lifetime. Yeah, man.
that's Adrian Broner. Even
Yeah,
if
man.
Pacquiao, if he'd have fought anybody else that night,
He would have beat
so
their ass.
you got to get back to that, bro, and stop being afraid of getting caught on that chin. If you go
Correct.
down, you go down. You just get your ass back up.
Because he
You know what
got
I'm
some
saying?
power
So,
too, man.
yeah,
This
hold on.
motherfucker
Let me
got
see
some
what
power
Hyper
too.
said. Hyper say, I'll do my best to help you keep the channel clean. I want you to get the monetization. Been rocking with you for a minute, and you doing it without a cosign. I appreciate you, Hyper, bro, 100%. But yeah, man, he got to go in there, bro. He can't be afraid. But what he got to watch out for is the south. You got to watch out for the left hand and watch out for Pacquiao angles, because Pacquiao is slick at taking angles, bro. He's slick at taking angles, was dipping his head here and coming right back there, you know. So I feel like if AB ripped to the body, bro, come with his uppercut hook.
Gotta go to
I feel
that.
like come with the uppercut hook, bro. Because I tell people, bro, Adrian Broner is more of Roy Jones Jr. than Floyd Mayweather. Your offense is your defense. You just got great legs and you athletic enough to get the hell out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because your head really there unless you start. Yeah, you know, so and like I say, man, win, lose, or draw, to Adrian Broner career is over. I'm riding with him, man. I'm riding with him. I do feel like the dude beat the odds. He is great for boxing because I talk, you know, but it comes a point to where you got to get that marquee win, Adrian Broner. Like I said, if he was to start right now, in my opinion, yes, he's a Hall of Famer, even though he got the losses on his record because he is a 4-division world champion. You know, and people saying, "Oh, he haven't beat this person." But who has Gotti beat? And Gotti in a goddamn Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come down to him just getting that marquee win and to get somebody like Manny Pacquiao on your resume, bro.
And he's 28. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's gonna take him a long way, bro.
You're 28, bro. You're in his prime still, dude. Like you gotta capitalize on this, man. You cannot let this. You know what I'm saying? Because this could open the door for a bigger fight. You know what I'm saying? I keep hearing him say, you know, he wanna fight Floyd. He wanna fight Floyd, but shit, he going here look impressive and beat Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? This could open that doorway to a fight with Floyd. You never know.
Yeah,
of course,
Marcus
you don't
Davis
ever
say,
really know what Floyd gonna do, but I mean,
yeah, Marcus Davis say, if Broner don't let his hands go, Kevin Cunningham going to get on his ass. That's why Cunningham is a good fit for him. Cunningham going to push him and tell him what he's doing wrong. AB needs. I'm with you. He do talk back to Mike Stafford. Mike Stafford's still in camp, but the thing is this, like I said, I talked to Corey Spinks, man. We know that's Kevin Cunningham biggest fighter that he ever had. I think that's really would have helped him get into the Hall of Fame, which I don't think Kevin Cunningham will go into the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying he won't. But we know Corey Spinks going to the Hall of Fame. But Corey said when you bring Kevin to your camp, he's not going to teach you nothing new, you know. But one thing he will do, he will have you in shape. He's great for having you in shape. You know what I mean? Like he gonna have you in great fucking shape. So that's shape, man. Like even the Mikey Garcia fight, you can tell he was in good shape.
He just can't let his hands go.
Yeah, the fight Jesse Vargas, he was in good shape. Look at the punches landing late. It's just AB letting his hands go. And we seen in that ninth round with Jesse Vargas when he let his hands go, how dangerous he is. You know what I mean? You see the AB that we said that was promising. So it's gonna be a great fight, man. You know, it's just he's gonna have to go in there. He's gonna have to believe in himself. You know, and it's just like because he's gonna feel Pacquiao power. Once Pacquiao hit him with that power, it's gonna be up to him to say, you know what? Fuck it, man. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know, so we gonna see, man. January 19th, I will be buying the fight. I will be streaming the fight on fucking Instagram, man. So it's gonna be a hell of a fight, yo. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Like I say, I'm riding with Adrian Broner, man. Win, lose, or draw. Manny Pacquiao is a favorite. We all know that. But we will see what happened, though. We will see what happened. Anything else you want to say about that, Jay?
Nah, man. That's all I got for that one.
Rupert say Earl skills is underrated too, homie. Very like the thing about Earl, bro. People keep saying, "Oh, he's a big power puncher. He's this." It's not like he's going in there. I mean, he got a capo out in 2 rounds. But it's not like he's going in there and just knocking these dudes out. Baka bang, bang, bang. He breaking them down first before he get them out of there. And when he breaking them down systematically and is looking great with the body shots. Like I say, but people, if you want to see Earl Spence work, and this to anybody out there, go look at Earl Spence versus Cruz, Ronald Cruz, bro. you gonna see Earl work in that fight. That was a 10 rounder where he went the whole 10, and I love that fight because I got a lot out of Earl Spencer. He got a lot of questions answered, and even though they could have stopped the fight because he was putting the fucking beating on Ronda Cruz took it, and he kept coming. But you see Earl's skills in that fight, bro. You see things that you don't see from Earl now that he got in him until somebody bring it out of him, bro. And I do believe Mikey will bring something else out of him, but Earl is going to press that man. He's going to press that man, bro. He's going to press him. And when Mikey be like, God damn, this motherfucker's not stop coming, man. That's when Mikey gonna start to break. And I'm telling you, bro. Robert Garcia, before he let Mikey go out on the shield and get knocked clean cold out, he'll throw the towel in.
They're not gonna let that's the thing I keep saying, man. They're not gonna let Mikey get hurt.
Hold on. Allegedly, right, Hyphy. Allegedly. Streaming it on Instagram. Right. You know, people like to hate, man.
Right. Well, yeah, they're not gonna. Bro, they really not gonna let Mikey get hurt in this. They feel like he's taking too much, too bright. I think Mikey like what 30, 31. You're still not gonna let him.
Yeah, I think like 30, 31. Yeah.
He got too many big money fights that he can still be a part of.
Especially that Lomachenko fight. You know, like Lomachenko said, even if he loses to Earl, I still want to fight him because that's the fight that we all want to see. But I'm telling people, man, right here on Money Brown TV, bro, Mikey might go to 140 and dare Lomachenko to come up, bro. You know, he might dare
go to 140 and do what?
After he finished with Earl, he might just go campaign that 140 and dare Lomachenko to come to 140, bro. I'm telling you.
I can see that.
I'm telling you, bro. He might dare that boy to come up to 140. And Lomachenko being Lomachenko, he just might. You know, he just might, bro. You know? But it's going to be some great fights. We got some great fights coming up, everybody. You know, we got Devin Haney on the 11th. I think we got something on Saturday, too, bro. What's Saturday, 13th?
I think that might be Big Baby Miller fight. He fight here soon. He fight here in the next couple weeks, a couple days, or something like that.
Yeah. Let's finish on this note.
I kind of like how they pushing him, though.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt.
It's documented.
I want to finish on this note, everybody. My rounds versus the Cowboys. What's your prediction, Jay?
Oh, man. You're not going to like this, dude. Dude, for whatever reason, man, I like Dallas in this game, dude. But, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
This is like a game I done went back and forth on all week long, man.
I got you, Marcus, bro. I'm gonna read it.
I like Dallas, and I like Dallas because I think the running game of Ezekiel Elliott is gonna really be able to dictate. And if anybody's watched the Rams this year, man, you can run the ball on the Rams. You can absolutely punish the Rams up the middle. Surprisingly, with Aaron Donald and Dominican Sue up the middle, it's surprising that you can run the ball on it. But I think they use Zeke to dictate the pace of the game, keep that Rams offense off the field. And I just think the linebackers for the Cowboys, the secondary for the Cowboys, tailor-made matchup for the Rams. Honestly, I think they'll be able to keep Jared Goff and them in check. I think it's just running game and defense, low-scoring game in my opinion. But I think Dallas wins it, though, bro. I really do. I'm thinking something like 24-20, 20-16, something like that. One possession game, but very low-scoring game at the same time.
Marcus Davis say he boxed beautifully against Ronald Cruz. He was moving good. His jab was sharp. He was boxing on the back foot. He gave Cruz a beating in that fight. Big facts, Marcus, bro. That's one of the best fights Earl at that time got because a lot of people weren't trying to fight him. But that was, man, I love that fight, bro. I watched that fight literally over 100 times, bro. Just watching Earl put in work. But yeah, man, I got my rounds checking out Cowboys, man. You know, Jay been hating on my rounds since the beginning of time.
Bro, you can't even
we gotta let that go. We gotta say that up front. You know, he been hating on my rounds since the beginning of time.
I'm very upset.
You know, after last year, last year he said, you know, we learned from, we'll come back this year and we go get them dubs in. He got us losing again, man. I can't believe it.
But you gotta think though, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a Falcons fan, bro. So like I said, I done been through your pain, dude. When we done had first round buys. You just gotta learn how to win those type of games. And I'm not sure. Then they got talent, dude. And it would not surprise me if they went in here and just mopped Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Would not surprise me if they went in here and mopped Dallas. I just think of the teams that they could have played, Dallas was the worst possible matchup for them, in my opinion. I think they would have rather played Chicago again than to play Dallas, just because of the way that Dallas gonna play. Dallas got the, you know what I'm saying, the best running game, you know what I'm saying, that they could have possibly matched up with. I just think it's a matchup nightmare for the Rams. I'll just be completely honest with you guys. And the pressure that they can get on Jared Goff. And Jared Goff look very finicky once you start hitting them, dude. And that Dallas defensive line, they coming, dude. They are fucking coming.
Yeah, we coming too. Dallas got 99 problems, and my round is gonna show them everything.
Now that's been Aaron Donald, but I love Aaron Donald, though. I gotta give him that. I love Aaron Donald, but I just think at the end of it, man, and I would hate it because I don't want to hear Dallas Cowboy fans talking about the Super Bowl, because you know if they get in that NFC Championship game, dude, that's all we're going to hear for.
Once they get, they're not going no NFC Championship.
Oh, my God, dude.
They're not going no championship. But shouts out. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, finish up.
Yeah, but I do like them, though. In closing, I do like Dallas. And you heard it here first for all y'all football fans. I think only one home team wins this weekend. In divisional round weekend. I think only one home team wins.
Shouts out to everybody that been rocking with me, man. Hyphy, my bro. You know it's all love. Still proving. You know, Marcus Davis, I appreciate you for stopping by, man. My bro Black Horse Promotion jumped in.
Yes, sir.
You know, Big Money jumped in. I appreciate you, man. Rupert Isaac, I appreciate you. It looked like the first time you pop in, ride with me, bro. Subscribe to the channel. You know, go get it in. You know, that's about it, man. You know, Jay, let them know they can find you at.
Yo, what's going on, Fight Fan, man? I've been off my channel for a while, man. It's your boy, man, Mr. Talk That True Boxing, man. You can find me on Facebook, Jay Chestnut. Find me on Instagram, Jay Chestnut1, and I'll be right back on my channel here soon, man. Just getting some things together, you know, in the process of moving and all that. You know, military life ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be back on my channel on YouTube, Mr. Talk That Truth. That's TRUF Boxing, man. I'll let you work.
Big facts. Y'all know me, man. The one and only Monty Brown TV. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Monty_the writer. On Facebook at Monty Brown. I appreciate everybody, man. Like I said, if you can donate to the channel, whatever it is, I appreciate it. We're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to get it up there. We're trying to work on monetization. I deleted almost 400, matter of fact, 500 videos, man. You know, 500 videos just to try to get monetized. We're going to see what's going on with YouTube. But I'm still working for y'all, man. The people is the people. Y'all the reason why I do it. I appreciate everybody who show love. The ones who don't show love, leave hate comments all you want, bro. But it ain't gonna stop the crime. This your boy Monty. This the NSBC movement. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out, man. Ruben say I got that pack versus AB of 50-50. Big Money say I grew up a Rounds fan, but I'm from Houston. But the Rounds been my squad. Big facts, Money. We need all the support we can get, bro. All right, Hyphy, my G. We will be back with another one, man. Y'all be safe out there. Love your family. Be peaceful. Be easy.